Welcome to this comprehensive guide on profiling Go applications to find performance bottlenecks. Profiling is a critical technique that allows developers to understand where their applications are spending time and resources. Think of it as getting a detailed health checkup for your code. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to use Go's powerful built-in profiling tools to identify performance issues, analyze memory usage patterns, and optimize your applications for better performance. Whether you're dealing with slow response times, high memory consumption, or CPU-intensive operations, profiling will help you pinpoint exactly where the problems lie and guide you toward effective solutions. Let's start with CPU profiling, which helps us identify functions that are consuming excessive processor time. To enable CPU profiling in your Go application, you need to import the runtime/pprof package. The code example shows how to set up CPU profiling by creating a profile file called cpu.prof. First, we create the file using os.create. Then we start the CPU profiler with pprof.startCPUProfile, passing our file as an argument. The defer statement ensures that pprof.stopCPUProfile is called when the main function exits, properly closing the profile file. This setup will capture CPU usage data while your application runs, recording which functions are taking the most processor time. Memory profiling is equally important for understanding how your application allocates and uses memory. Unlike CPU profiling, memory profiling doesn't require continuous monitoring throughout the application's lifetime. Instead, we capture a snapshot of memory usage at a specific point in time. The code example demonstrates how to write a memory profile using the writeHeapProfile function. We create a file called mem.prof, handle any potential errors, and use defer to ensure the file is properly closed. Then we call pprof.writeHeapProfile to capture the current state of memory allocations. This will help us identify memory leaks, understand allocation patterns, and find opportunities to reduce memory usage in our applications. Go provides two essential tools for profiling applications. The first is GoToolPprof, which is a command-line tool for analyzing profile data with interactive exploration capabilities. This tool allows you to examine CPU profiles, memory profiles, and other performance data in various formats. You can generate flame graphs, view top functions by resource usage, and drill down into specific performance bottlenecks. The second tool is the runtime/pprof package, which is a Go package that you import into your applications to collect runtime profiling data. This package provides the fundamental functions we saw earlier for starting CPU profiling and writing heap profiles. Together, these tools form a complete profiling ecosystem that integrates seamlessly with your Go development workflow. Once you've generated profile files, you need to analyze them using the GoToolPprof command. The tool accepts profile files as arguments and opens an interactive session where you can explore the data. To analyze a CPU profile, you run GoToolPprof cpu.prof. For memory analysis, you use GoToolPprof mem.prof. This command launches an interactive interface where you can execute various commands to understand your application's performance characteristics. The pprof tool provides a rich set of features for examining profile data, including the ability to focus on specific functions, compare different profiles, and generate visual representations of your application's performance. For web applications and long-running services, Go provides a convenient way to expose profiling data through HTTP endpoints. By importing net/http/pprof with a blank identifier, you automatically register several HTTP handlers that serve profiling data. The code example shows how to start a pprof server on port 6060. This approach is particularly useful for production applications because it allows you to collect profiling data from a running service without restarting it. The blank import is a special Go feature that executes the package's initialization code without explicitly using any of its exported functions. This sets up the profiling endpoints that you can access through your web browser or command line tools. When you're inside the pprof interactive interface, you have access to powerful commands for analyzing your profile data. The top command is one of the most useful. It shows you the top functions by CPU usage or memory consumption, depending on the type of profile you're analyzing. This gives you an immediate overview of where your application is spending most of its resources. The web command is particularly helpful as it generates a visual graph that opens in your web browser. This graph shows the call relationships between functions and highlights the most resource-intensive paths through your code using flame graphs and other visualizations. These visual representations make it much easier to understand complex performance patterns and identify optimization opportunities. Through profiling, you can identify two major types of performance bottlenecks in Go applications. CPU hotspots are functions or code sections that consume excessive processor time. These might be inefficient algorithms, unnecessary computations, or functions called too frequently. Memory leaks represent the second common bottleneck. These occur when objects are allocated but never released, causing memory usage to grow continuously over time. Memory leaks can eventually lead to out-of-memory errors and degraded system performance. By using CPU and memory profiling together, you can get a comprehensive view of your application's performance characteristics and identify both types of bottlenecks before they become critical issues in production. Once you've identified performance bottlenecks, there are several proven optimization strategies you can apply. Object pooling using sync.pool is a powerful technique for reducing garbage collection pressure. Instead of creating new objects repeatedly, you reuse existing objects from a pool, which reduces memory allocations and improves performance. Goroutine control is another important strategy. While goroutines are lightweight, creating too many can overwhelm your system's resources and actually decrease performance. By limiting concurrent goroutines using techniques like worker pools or semaphores, you can prevent resource exhaustion and maintain optimal performance. These strategies, guided by your profiling data, can lead to significant performance improvements. For production applications, continuous monitoring is essential. External monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana provide comprehensive performance tracking capabilities. Prometheus is an open-source monitoring system that collects time series data about your application's performance metrics. It can gather data about CPU usage, memory consumption, request rates, error rates, and custom metrics you define. Grafana works alongside Prometheus to create beautiful visualization dashboards that help you track performance trends over time. Together, these tools enable you to monitor your application's health continuously, set up alerts for performance degradation, and maintain optimal performance in production environments. To get the most value from profiling, follow these essential best practices. First, always profile production workloads when possible. Development and testing environments often have different performance characteristics than production, so profiling real workloads gives you the most accurate picture of your application's behavior. Second, implement regular monitoring rather than just occasional profiling sessions. Performance issues can develop gradually over time, and continuous monitoring helps you catch problems before they impact users. Set up automated profiling collection and establish baseline performance metrics so you can quickly identify when performance degrades. Remember that profiling is not just about fixing current problems. It's about understanding your application's performance characteristics and preventing future issues.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.